Breaking news coming in. Indrani and Sanjeev Khanna last interacted on the 17th of February 2015. India Today has accessed exclusive call records which reveal that Indrani and Sanjeev Khanna have interacted 8 times this year. The first call was on the 1st of January at 1:40 a.m. An SMS from Indrani. Sanjeev Khanna replied to it at 4 a.m. on the 1st of January. Then a 40-second conversation call from Indrani on the 19th of January. Again 2 SMSs from Indrani on the 17th of February and a reply from Sanjeev in the evening. The last interaction was on the 17th of February. Alright, so India Today has accessed Indrani Mukerjea and Sanjeev Khanna's mail records. We've also learned that the police believes that they spoke to each other about 12 times on the day of the murder. This latest information reveals that the duo had been in touch this year as well. Let's get a word from Mukerjea Loiwal, who's with us on the phone line. Mukerjea, these call records show that Sanjeev Khanna and Indrani Mukerjea had been in touch this year as well. But would it really be surprising considering that they do have a daughter together?
Well, not surprising, but the fact that they had said that they were not in good terms and contradicting themselves at various levels. This also clearly says that there was an exchange of SMS and phone calls between them this year too. Now, if that they were joined and partners in crime at a certain stage, they were keeping in touch with each other for several reasons. What is more important is that besides all this, we have also been given to understand that on 1st of January, Indrani Mukerjea sent an SMS at 1:20 a.m., which was responded to by him at around 4 a.m. And then again, there were around 19th of January, they interacted for a phone call. And then on 17th, there was an exchange of 4 SMSs between each of them. This also clearly states that they have been keeping in touch of each other despite knowing that they've committed a crime, none of them confessing it at a certain stage, instead hiding it as much as they could. And that's what will give you an idea that being partner in crime and of course continuing with the friendship that they had despite the differences, and also the differences that they had despite the friendship, is what makes it a peculiar relation.
Right, Mukerjea, you know, this constant exchange also establishes what the police had first said, that there was no sign of remorse for from either of the two.
Well, absolutely. That is the reason. Otherwise, how could you go on in the civil society and function normally for more than 3 years now? That they have been moving around in the society and not with even a sense of guilt anywhere, or maybe some hidden aspect that they have committed a crime and have killed their own daughter. If Indrani had committed this crime, which is yet to be proven, which is being claimed by Mumbai police, and on the contrary, if Sanjeev Khanna, who has confessed to his crime according to Mumbai police, this is of course a moment for them to understand that it's not just about the guilt feeling, but also the fact that he had been flying off and on to Mumbai also, despite the crime and after what all had happened, and he knew that Vidhi was not coming back into his life, but they were keeping in touch with each other even now.
Mukerjea, thanks so much for that update. We're going to keep coming back to you for more. Indrani Mukerjea and Sanjeev Khanna picked up Sheena from Bombay. The car was being driven by Indrani's driver, Shyam Rai. Sheena was reportedly murdered inside the car and her body dumped in the forest of Raigad, some 100 kilometers away from Mumbai. India Today tries to piece together the sequence of events that fateful night.
We are right outside National College in Bandra, and this is exactly the spot where Sheena Bora's last journey had started in 2012.
While travelling from Bandra to Worli, she was strangled to death with bare hands.
We are right now in Bandra Bandstand, and this is exactly where in 2012 Sheena breathed her last. So Pratim, why did they come here? Why did they choose this particular spot?
Vidya, see, at that time I think this place was a bit isolated, less crowded. That's why they have chosen this place using this place as a place of occurrence. Moreover, they have also asked their driver to stand outside their car as a chowkidar, as a guard, so that they can make them hide from each and everyone.
It seems, even if we believe what the police has said, that the body was being packed in the bag, which was they had already brought here, and they kept it at the dicky of the car, and they took that car to the garage of Peter Mukerjea's house, which is located at Worli. Let me add to what Supratim said. Rightly said, after 7 to 8 o'clock late night, this entire place becomes dark and nobody stays around, and that was the positive part for Indrani to chalk out the plan.
So let's go to Worli from here and find out what exactly happened then. The way vehicle containing Sheena's body reaches this house and stays the entire night. So what exactly happened, Supratim, here?
At that night, they kept the dead body in this very bungalow inside their garage, inside their car. And very next day, they left for Raigad to dispose of that body.
So, didn't Peter Mukerjea get to know of this entire incident that was happening? The car was in his house.
No, Vidya. He was traveling abroad. Even the information is that these watchmen, even they don't know, because normally it's a routine. The car coming inside, Indrani sitting inside. Sanjeev Khanna, the family knows Sanjeev Khanna. That's why nobody even was suspicious what's happening around. And even there was a planning. There was a whole planning that the driver had need to call early in the morning by 5 o'clock at Hilltop where the Sanjeev Khanna had been stayed. So Indrani, Sanjeev and driver, they started off for Raigad at early in the morning by 5 o'clock.
Well, they were just hoping that no one would get to know of it, but 3 years on, this entire story is out in the open. With cameraman Ravi Kant, Supratim Banerjee and Viren Singh Gunawat in Mumbai, Vidya for India Today.